So now we're just in the process to get up to date. These tires are poor. They have leaks, but they have lots of tread and everything on them, so I'm going to put tubes in them. But I'm having a hard time getting the tire off. You can see there's a, a snap ring holding that tire on. And I tapped on the end of the shaft to get the tire off and it wouldn't come. So now I am going to put a new tube into this tire without taking off the tire off the tractor, because you don't want to tap on that shaft too much, because it goes right there on the other side of the tire. It goes into the differential. So yeah, we are just in the process now of getting tubes in the tires. I think I might even go all 4 tubes. They're quite cheap. They're about $14 a piece or less. So anyway, there we go. Hey tubers, BTHV1 here. Well, we've got the bead broken on this tire right there, and all I did was I just went around with this. This is a Mastercraft pry bar that comes in a kit of screwdrivers. They're guaranteed for life. But this tool and this one came in the kit, and I tell you, those 2 tools are worth $25. So all I did was go around like this, just pushing it back like that, and back more like that, breaking the bead. So now I'm wondering whether I can just insert the tube into here, up into there, or do I have to actually bring the tire over the edge of over this edge here, or can I just insert the tube? So I'm going to have a look and see how we do. BTHV1 over and out. Hi guys, we're back. Well, this is going real good. My 2 little screwdrivers that I showed you on the last video are doing a great job. This is taking no effort at all. I saw some water in the bottom of the tire. Of course, it's always in the bottom of the tire. And now I am going to remove this tube completely, or this side of the tire completely, just so that I can clean the wheel up and clean the edges and get the water out of the tire, and then we'll add a tube. So all I'm doing is I'm just working my way around here, as you can see. I'm just walking around. There we go. I would really like to break the bead on the other side of the tire and bring it over this rim, I mean, but I don't know if that would be possible. Hey tubers, Bruce, I'm back. It's Bruce, I'm back. So anyway, what we've got now is because I'm having such a hard time getting this wheel off the shaft, as you know, I am taking this tire off, and I'm actually breaking the bead. I'm bringing the tire that was on this side, I'm bringing it off the other end so I can get the whole wheel off, get things cleaned up, get the valve stem out, get the crap off the rim, and buy a tube and set it in there, and then just stick the tube stem through this is the valve stem right there. So folks, for the grand total of $12, I've got a tube for this tire. So this one is ready to get changed. I just have to take the valve stem out, and then we'll go to town, as they say, which means giver, and we'll change the other ones. Hi guys. Well, we're almost done the changing of the tire. The tube is in, and I was really having a hard time getting the bead to go around the rim, and then I thought about putting a couple of C-clamps on where I had been successful, and as I went around I put C-clamps, and then finally the metal rim of the tire, inside bead of the tire, went in, and I got it on all the way around. So that's a good hint to use C-clamps. I got a couple of them down here like that, and then the last one just slips in. You can take the C-clamp off and away you go. Hi guys. Well, I am going to bring this this bead onto the other side of the tire. Just because I want to clean it up better than I can't clean it up that well without getting to the inside of the tire. So while going around, you'll see that right there's a little bit of a gap right there, and that's the easiest place to grab the tire and bring it over. Now I'm going to remove the valve stem. So first I'm going to put this little valve stem tool on the old valve stem. Possibly. And now I should be able to just cut that the old valve stem off. And there we are. So now I'm going to add the tube and we'll come back later. Well, what I've done is I've put just a tiny bit of air in the tube so that we can just manipulate it a little bit easier, and you know where things are supposed to be. So now you can see I've got the valve stem stuck through the hole in the tire, and I'm going to put my valve stem tool on top to keep it from pulling out. Okay, so now the tube, I can manipulate the tube a little bit more vigorously without the tube falling out of the hole. Now I'm going to just reverse the direction and put the tire on the rim. Hi there. Well, I'm using my C-clamp trick to hold the tire on the other side of the rim. And now I'm going to start using my little pry bars again. There we go. Just a small bit left, as you can see right there. I've still got my tool on the tube stem so that it doesn't fall out. And now I'm just trying to get the tube to relax inside the tire. So you'll notice if I turn one way, there's torque on the valve stem that way. And if I turn that way, there's torque on the valve stem that way and center. But I am going to just move it around quite a bit until we're in the center. Get it to relax, and now we're going to put some air in it. The air feed is nice and slow there. We don't want to go fast. This is the dangerous part of the job, because they tell you to do it inside a tire cage. Now I only take the tire to 10 pounds, but what I'm trying to do, and I have to take the tire past 10 pounds to get the bead to snap back in. So that's the only dangerous part here. And you should hear a thunk when the bead drops in. Ooh. Let's just see how much air we got in there. We got 20 pounds, that's not bad. Now the instructions on the tube box say once you air it up, you take the valve stem out and let the tube relax so that there's no wrinkles. Pardon me, there's no wrinkles in the tube when you fill it the second time. Alright tubers, we got the tire cleaned up. 10 pounds of air in the tire. And now I'm just going to put my fancy aluminum valve cover on there. And we'll put this back on the tractor. Well, there we go. We got 10 pounds of air in the tire, and cleaned it up pretty good. It won't take much paint, if any at all, to make that look great. Hi tubers. Well, now I'm going to try and insert this tube into this tire without actually bringing the tire bead over the rim. I think it can be done. Well, update. I've only been about 5 minutes and I've already gotten most of the tube into the tire. Now it's going to be wrinkly, so once I get it in, I'm going to try and rotate the tire inside the wheel and get the wrinkles out of the tube, and I can also inflate and deflate the tube a few times. So I'll carry on. Okay, tubers, I didn't have to bring the bead onto the outside of the wheel. I got the tube stuffed in and around, and then I partially filled the tube just so that the tire started, the wheel or tire started to expand, and then I had a look inside with my trouble light to make sure that there were no visible wrinkles on the tube, and it looks good. So now I'm going to fill the tube with air. There we go. Check the air pressure. So we'll get the camera in here and see where we're at for our pounds. I'm left-handed, so everything is backwards. We're at 14 pounds. Ten. Yeehaw! So now we've got all 4 tubes on the tractor. So now we are almost ready to the point where we're going to paint this guy, and then we'll be ready to remove these labels if I can get them off and start scraping this guy for paint. So BTHV1 over and out.